Oh, you mean, I thought you meant beer. That'd be awesome. Oh, I'm on tape saying beer is awesome.
All right, you're driving down the road, your phone goes off. It's a very distinct ring. You have a text message. You pick up your phone to see what it says while you're steering a giant piece of machinery that is propelled by explosions and gets you from one place to another, otherwise known as a vehicle. Texting and driving is a fact of life, and almost no one can say they have not done it. I am here to give you some facts and hopefully persuade you in not doing it at all or doing it anymore. Today, we'll discuss three points about texting. First, the problems. Second, the impacts. And third, the solutions. Much of the information that I'm going to share with you today came from textinganddrivingsafety.com and the AAA Foundation for Traffic Safety. When it comes to problems, I'm going to cover distracted drivers, crash increase, and driving ability. According to textinganddrivingsafety.com, 5 seconds of looking at a phone at 55 miles an hour can distract you enough to pass an entire football field without looking at the road. There's a lot that can happen during these 5 seconds. A vehicle can stop, an animal can jump out in front of you, or even a person with little or no way to stop or reacting. Texting is not the only problem that we're faced with today. All right, so AAA is urging drivers not to use Pokemon Go behind the wheel because it could lead to potentially deadly consequences. There are several crashes in the Washington, D.C. area from July of this very year. According to Jake Nelson, the AAA Director of Traffic Safety and Advocacy and Research, driving is among the most dangerous activities that people do on a daily basis. And the last thing we need is to increase the number of distractions in the vehicle. He also added, driving requires your full attention, and putting away your phone until you reach your destination could save your life. Now that we've discussed the problem of being distracted, let's move to the next topic, which is crashes. All right. With the longest eyes off the road time of all distracted driving activities, text messages makes a crash up to 23 times more likely. According to AAA Foundation.org, distracted driving is a deadly behavior. Federal estimates suggest that distraction contributes to 16% of fatal crashes, leading to around 5,000 deaths a year. So we've discussed distraction and increase in crash. Let's go to the driving ability. All right. 77% of young adults are very or somewhat confident that they can safely drive while texting. 55% of young adults drivers claim it's easy to text while they drive. Teens who text while driving spend approximately 10% of their driving time outside of their lane. Even though it might not seem like a problem, it is a huge problem. And it can be described with accidents, age, and reaction time. Let me bring you back to the previous slide. Again, remember, 23 times more likely to get in an accident. Let's talk about age. 82% of Americans aged 16 and 17 own cell phones. Of the 82%, 34% say they have texted while driving, and 52% say they have talked on the cell phone while driving. If you think it's a young problem, you're definitely wrong. All right. 27% of adults have sent or received text messages while driving. Now that we've talked about accidents and age, let's talk about reaction times. According to the AAA and their latest research, it has discovered that distraction latency lasts an average of 27 seconds. Right? So what that means is after you put down the phone, it can take you another 27 seconds to get back to the task at hand, which is driving. We've discussed the problems and impacts, and let's talk about the solutions. All right, 39 states plus DC prohibit all drivers from text messaging. Although the country is headed in the right directions, there are other ways to coming up with the solution. Alright, so here are other solution campaign apps. Obviously, if you don't have AT&T, there's other apps that you can use, and also social media and blogs. So next time that you are too familiar, you hear all that too familiar sound, and you know it's a text, and you feel like picking up and looking at it, just don't do it.